CPS report, and they would do another fight recap of 165 Superlek versus Takeru. And with me always is Jedi. Jed, how's it going, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. Happy to be back. Just got
Yeah.
back from the Matrix. Smell like bear and champion.
Yeah, a champion.
Yeah, if you
But it
know
was
what
a
that
liquor
smells
day
like.
nonetheless. It was a good day,
Yeah,
regardless.
no, liquor. It was a fun day to be back in the Matrix.
It's interesting to hear that sentence. But anyway, let's bring it back to why we recapping the fights that happened over the weekend. We watched it together. Give us your take on the main event between Superlek and Takeru. How do you think that fight played out?
Yo, great fight. Absolute war from both guys. Both guys left it out there. And um yeah, I think definitely Super League won the fight. You could see he won more rounds. He won
Mm,
more rounds, but the Takeru dude was still there in the fifth round. You know what I mean? He didn't go away.
yeah.
He looked extremely strong still in the fifth round, but I think in the first three rounds he just took too much damage,
Mm,
too, too many kicks. His leg literally looked like it had a big wart on it,
yeah.
like a boil.
It's pretty bad. Yeah, I saw some images after the fight of how his leg was wrapped up. Um, it came out yesterday, and yeah, I think that was how the story of the fight really. Even though Takeru looked like he had a bit more gas in the fifth round, looked like he was still there. I think
Mm,
I think Superlek's corner just had a perfect game plan to sort of eliminate the threat of Takeru's strength, because we both could
mm.
see that his boxing power was actually pretty high, because whenever he landed body shots in Superlek, it kind of froze Superlek, and he was just like, "Oh my word!"
Mm.
But I think it was a bit too
Yeah,
late.
it was
Little too
crazy.
late. I think that over the first 3.5 rounds, like a bit of the fourth round as well, Superlek just basically secured that first like 12, 14 minutes. You know what I mean, of the fight.
Yeah,
He basically made it easy, and he was like, "You can have the last 5 minutes
cut
if you
his
want."
legs off,
Yeah, pretty much. It
not
took
his leg,
away the
his
base
one
of
leg.
that. Yeah, you couldn't. There was moments where Takeru was trying to be involved, but he couldn't, because he couldn't put any pressure yeah, he couldn't put any force onto his left leg, his leading leg, which took away completely his punching power. That's why I don't think any of his shots that did land
Mm.
in the fourth round didn't really have that much vooma behind it as maybe it would have had in the first.
Yeah,
But in the first round, he was,
he def
eh?
yeah,
No, I was gonna
he
say,
definitely had to get in closer because
mm,
of his lead leg being so chewed up. He couldn't really, lunge in or do anything like that. So every time he had to do damage, he had to get in close and do body shots and try and land, um, one twos from there or like two whatever, which
yeah.
he did in the later rounds, which was
Mm,
very surprising because from like one combo, it looked like Super League went from 90% to 40% like that. He just flopped. You know what I
yeah.
mean? He just flopped. It
Yeah.
was pretty odd. I thought it was pretty odd.
Yeah, that caught me
I don't know.
by surprise, because it was a bit unexplainable as to what just happened, because it wasn't like Takeru landed. I think he blocked Superlek's kick, and then from there Superlek just looked like he had no gas left, and that's when Takeru was
Dude, he
landing
was.
those body shots. I just think
It's
that,
like he went limp.
yeah, he just lost all stamina for some reason, but then he came back very strong in the fifth round. I think it was a bit too little too late for Takeru, because in the first 3 rounds he was trying to close the distance so much, but every time he came close, the combinations that Superlek was throwing was like, how do you even train for that combinations? That was the way he was throwing them up,
Yeah,
down,
no, it
left, kick.
was
It was so unreal to
high
watch.
level stuff.
Yeah, which basically
High level stuff.
solidifies Superlek as like just a very good pound for pound Muay Thai and kickboxing
The
legend
best.
for that division for sure. Oh, he looks very unbeatable at the moment, to be honest. um, But
Yeah,
nonetheless, it was
it's
a
the
very
best,
good,
bro.
it was a very, very, very good main event. Let's go down to the co-main event, which was also, I thought, really good, very high pace, also very high level
And sorry,
grappling.
one more thing to go back to
Yeah.
that Superlek fight. He did it in Japan also, so it was like, he was in his land.
Yeah, he was in the foreign land. Yeah, he took it. He kept his title while going to the away ground.
Exactly. That's a lot. That's a lot to say, especially against this guy that they all thought was gonna do it. They
Was
all
gonna
thought he
win.
was gonna put him away, but clearly the mighty Superlek kicking machine kicked him.
Yeah, I know he's the leg kicks was just it was actually a bit difficult to watch for that 25 minutes. Oh, his leg just looked nasty after that. Takeru's leg looked nasty, bro. But yeah, unlucky, but it's fine. I do think Takeru would be a good contender for the remainder of that, like as they progress, because he's still young
Mm.
as well, and I think he made Superlek. He showed something about Superlek, which was going into later rounds. That again, like I said in the preview, the boxing could get to him. The traditional boxing could get to him if you take him into round 4 and 5, because he's deadly in
Mm.
the first couple of rounds for sure. But anyway, let's move on
Mm.
to the co-main event between Kade Ruotolo defending his lightweight title against Tommy Langaker. High level grappling, very, very high level grappling. Unfortunately, no one really sunk in any of the submissions, but Kade really was the one that was kind of pushing the pace and like had submissions attempts. Yeah, I think he locked in one. What did he lock in
Yeah,
two?
the DOS.
He locked in the DOS, yes. And I thought it was finished. I thought the fight was going to be done there, but Tommy stuck it through. Just being a kind of like coming off the World Jiu-Jitsu champions and coming into this fight showed why he's on that level, being able to get out of it because that was deep, it was sunk in really deep. What's your take on the fight? What do you think after looking at the performances?
Yeah, I think they don't have to rematch it again, eh?
Do you think
I
it's
think
done?
it's
It's
pretty
not
much got a
2-0.
stamp on it. Yeah, he didn't finish that DOS, but he was pretty close. I think if they really want to get a clear winner, they have to have another 5 minute round after the 10 minute round
Interesting.
to to give it more of a depth and see where how deep the oaks can actually focus on grappling when they are in in a much deeper, longer tiring fight. Because yes, grappling is harder than striking, as they say, and that's why the fights are either 15 minutes or 25 minutes. So if you have a title grappling fight, they can do that 10 minute and then a 5 minute round to follow. But yeah, no, they definitely I think he put a stamp on it.
Jay, that's a very good point that you make because you look at the record of especially like the grappling division. A lot of it is unanimous decisions. It's not often that you see the records of the fighters finishing their fights or actually getting their submissions.
Mm.
So maybe having like a sudden death round does give the opportunity to see if the guys can go and really get that submission finish.
Mm.
Um, that's a very good point. I wonder if they would do that. I wonder if they would do that.
I feel like for a title fight, it's needed. I feel like 10 minutes,
Hmm.
it's competitive, but as you say, there aren't many finishes. And for a title fight, you would want to let the oaks go on the shields.
Yeah, very good point. Very good point. Let's actually put that out for the fans, for the people watching. Put it in the comments. Let us know what you think would be like a deciding factor for the championship grappling matches. Should there be another round, a sudden death round? Should there be, maybe 3 rounds? Let us know what you think about that one. Moving on to the. But anyway, it was a good fight for Cade nonetheless. Like he really just spider monkey that Tommy for sure for the whole 10 minutes. So let's see who he gets for his next defense. Let's move it on to the fight that was that put us by surprise on the night. Shinya Aoki's opponent, Sage Northcutt, pulled out, and John Leniker stepped in on short notice in the open weight MMA bout. I know what you think. Your personal standpoint on that fight was like they kind of just gave
It
him.
was like a circus, man. They just wanted to not cancel the fight, obviously. So like, who can we get? I think John Leniker was actually in backstage or like in the crowd, and they were like, "Hey, do you want to fight tonight, John? We're gonna give you $50,000 or so." And John was like, "Yeah, let's do it, bro. Obviously, I want $50,000." And then yeah, that's what happened. Open weight. What a joke.
Yeah, because Shinya, he looked like 3 times the size of John Lineker, dude. Like he was so much bigger, taller, heavier. Yeah, it was like it does. I don't want to paint it in that light, but I did kind of feel like that's what happened because the whole thing was a mystery as to what happened to Sergio. But waiting, and he was ready for the fight. But yeah, I think for the Japanese fans and the hopeful, it was good for their hero to at least get them a W on the night. You know, speaking of another Japanese
Yeah.
hopeful, the fight that took place before that was also between two legends, Yoshihiro Akiyama versus Nieky Holzken in a catchweight special rules. First round boxing, second round kickboxing, and then MMA third round. Although they didn't make it all the way to the kickboxing and MMA rounds, the fight ended in the first round with Nieky Holzken knocking out Yoshihiro. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have much to say because the fight kind of you and I were saying, oh, this guy, he's more of like a Yoshihiro is more like a how do I say without like every sort of
He's
disrespect.
an actor. He's a
Yeah,
stuntman.
stuntman
But he's
kind of
got a
a
gold medal.
way, you know,
And he
and
competed in K1.
he competed in K1.
the
He
UFC.
competed in
And he
combat
competed
sports.
in physical 100. He's competed in everything you can think of. I think he's got like I said, he's got a gold medal in judo.
What did you say? He's got a
So gold medal in judo.
Oh yes, yes, gold medal in judo. Look there. That's
But
like
yeah,
that was like 20
circus,
odd years
more,
ago. And
more
coming to this,
circusry,
Nieky being the high level elite kickboxer
more
that
magic.
what more magic.
Magic. It's circusry, bro. It's crazy.
But look at this,
How can they make this fight?
it made good highlight reels for the for the
Yeah.
for the editors. But let's move it down to a fight that was really high level and not circusy, and both thoroughly enjoyed it between Marat, Grigorian, and Sitthichai in the catchweight kickboxing fight. Remember that was a pretty
That was
dope fight to
crazy.
watch because Sitthichai was putting on the heat within the first round, but it didn't look like it was really damaging Marat. It didn't look like it was really pushing Marat on the back foot. He was landing a lot of shots, but it was more like peppering shots and just like good combo. Whereas Marat, when every time he pushed through, with a high guard through Sitthichai's moves and landed any one of his hooks, I looked like he was going to finish the fight every time it landed. And then eventually got that finish with that body shot with the the knee and then the hook. I thought, no, well done. Just a masterclass of kickboxing.
Yeah, he looked very good.
Yeah. Do you think that sets him up for the title shot?
Champ.
Yeah.
Yeah. He looked like a champ. I think he needs to fight the Super Bong guy or the Alazov.
Alazov, yeah.
Like he's in the top 3.
Yes, that definitely puts him in the top 3. I don't think he was out of the top 3. I think he wasn't.
Yeah, but I mean, like, he's got to fight for the belt.
Next,
outright top 3 of the guys there.
Yeah, no, 100%. He has to, after putting on that performance, especially getting the finish, and the $50,000. He's definitely gonna
exactly. He could have gotten the finish in the first round.
Yeah,
and it's 1-1 with him and Alazov. So
you see,
I think they both want to do it again.
So I think that would be the next fight. But what a supreme display of kickboxing. I was really impressed by both the athletes, but specifically Marat was. I think it's good the way he fought. It'll give you, for anyone who wants to learn how to fight and want to study tape. It's good to study this man. The way he was fighting in that fight, because he had very good defense as well.
He's very good. I think he's a gold medalist as well.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a very, very good achievement to get
Just check before I make this madness. But yeah, you can carry on.
Okay, cool. Now I will then take us down to the next fight, the fight that took place before that. Yo, very quick fight, very ruthless also. When I say ruthless, I mean the display from Garry Tonon. He was just like, he was like a grizzly bear in there, dude. He just took down Martin. Quick. First 10 seconds of that first round, took him down to the ground, and then just slowly but progressively and calmly worked his way to that submission, and he just beautifully sunk it in the rear naked choke. Unfortunate for Martin because he wanted to throw some bombs. He wanted to obviously display his heavy hands, but when a grappler of Garry Tonon's caliber and his accolades that he's achieved, that someone like that grabs you, that's a whole different world, my bro. That's a whole different world. It's not like getting hit and then you rock and then you still manage to make your way back and recover. It's like when you get grabbed in that level, it's such a whole different ball game that if you don't understand jiu-jitsu, if you don't understand what this person is doing to you on their back or on your back, even if they're on their back, then there's a good chance that you're going to get submitted. And I think that's what Garry Tonon displayed. What do you think?
Nah, that his grappling is with the best. He's up there with everyone. Gordon Ryan, those oaks, bro. He's a finisher and he's lethal. You don't want you don't want this man to grab hold of you.
It was actually
over.
scary to watch. No lies. But that means he set him up for a title shot, if I'm not mistaken. Because I think he's ranked 1.
Yeah. He's so Tang Li.
Tang Li is. Tang Li. But I think Tang Li's fighting someone. Tang Li is fighting because Tang Li did win the title, didn't he?
He's the champ.
Yeah, he's the champ, yeah. So you'll probably fight Tang Li, yeah. Askati smoked Tang Li.
Sorry, Marat is not a gold medalist. He was the Glory lightweight champion.
There we go. But Glory Kickboxing is like Pride, isn't it? Glory Kickboxing is like
basically
one of the biggest organizations.
And the K1 champ.
Look there, that's like top of the food chain kind of medals you want to get when you're doing this particular discipline in martial arts. But yeah, and I think Garry Tonon sets himself up for a title shot for sure. Moving on to the only female bout on the card between Itsuki Hirata and Ayaka Miura. And this was a bit of a stalemate, kind of really stalemate. It's like almost stalemate because it's like Ayaka was pushing to try and get the submissions and be the aggressor, and Itsuki just defended everything and sort of like stalemated, not just defend and kind of get back, but just defend and defend it. Yeah, we're going to stay here. We're not going to go any further than this. Played it kind of safe, if you ask me.
It was an old lady fighting a young girl.
That's what it looked like.
An average old lady fighting a below average young girl.
Like neither one of them could have finished, and like Ayaka didn't attempt to switch up to even try something else, knowing that Itsuki is like literally like just stalemating us. And that kind of, to be quite honest, I don't want to really like say it, but it did make the fight kind of boring.
She was obviously slightly stronger, and she was relentlessly trying to put them in one position, trying to enforce that
scarf lock.
Yeah, totally, to do the star submission, whatever. And I think the other chick is just very young. She's only 24, so you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's one of those things.
It's just one of those things.
But why must she cry at the end of every fight?
Shame, man. It's just emotional for her. She spends all that energy out in this fight, and that's what happens at the end. What's up? What's wrong? Can you hear me still?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh,
is it done?
Yeah, that's the end of the main card. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, no, that was just saying that was the end of the main card, and then we also watched the lead card. But I think we could just touch base on the 2 fights that we did talk about in the preview, which was Rade Opacic and Iraj Azizpour, the WWE man. Azizpour came in there with high energy.
Yo, that
His
guy's
favorite-
got to go to WWE.
fans' favorite, but I think he just
They have to get him
eh?
in WWE to fight Logan Jake.
Jake Paul,
But what's the guy's
Logan
whatever his
Paul,
name is? Yeah,
Logan
that
Paul.
one. The WWE have to save this guy. They have to sign him. He's so perfect for them.
He's got the character for sure.
Mm.
But I think he will finish Jake Paul. Ah, what's his name? Logan Paul for sure. They must really fight.
Not in the script.
Not in the script, yeah. Not in the script. But what are your thoughts on this fight? I thought that this fight should have been on the main card, to be honest, but it wasn't. Well, what do you? Because they were both high ranked in the division. I think the one is 3-4, 2-3 or something. What do you think about the fight? What's your take on it?
Yeah, I think the fight is very competitive in a kickboxing K1 kind of world. Both guys, you could see, was very aware that if I touch you, you're gonna go to sleep. It was, you know what I mean, high stakes roulette.
Yeah, yeah, literally.
Basically.
Yeah, yeah,
It was so insane. You could see like if either one lands is over and right, the other one's going down. So
yeah.
but the other guy, what's his name again?
Rade,
The Russian, is he the
Serbian,
I think it was a Russian guy.
Serbian.
Yeah, Serbian dude. He's very good.
No,
It's very good. Yeah, he's
yeah.
strong. I
I've
think he's
watched him.
gonna go far.
Yeah, I watched him debut, and then I think I watched his two fights after that, and I thought, oh, this dude's gonna be champion. And only being 26 years old, like, nah, there's a good chance this guy is gonna be champion. But the current champion at the moment, Roman, is a beast right now. So he's got a lot to still get to, but we will get there. And then we close it off with our, homegrown Bokang Masunyane taking it down, beating Keito
Little
Yamakati.
giant.
Yeah. He fought really well actually. Pointing it out, like he controlled.
Clean that guy out.
Yeah, he controlled every single round. He was too fast. He controlled
Complete
the
domination.
yeah, the grappling exchanges, the kicking exchanges. Bokang was just every step of the fight, wherever it went, he was just a few steps ahead every time. And also, like Rade going to Japan, getting the win. Bokang flew to Japan, took the win, and set himself up to potentially fight against Shadow Books for the title again. So we could potentially have another champion in the future. How do you feel about
Yeah,
that?
no, I think so too. No, I definitely think so too. You can clearly see he's probably an outright number one contender. Deserves that rematch against the American dude.
Yeah, Shadow
I can't
Brooks.
remember his name now, but yeah, no, they definitely have to rematch it for the Brooks for the atomweight. What are they strawweight?
Atomweight,
The
yeah.
strawweight
Atomweight
title.
is atomweight is right.
Nah, they
Atomweight.
can't be atomweight. They're like strawweight.
Strawweight, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. We can see this guy can be a champion for Kang Masunyane.
100%, bro. But okay, that brings us to the end of our recap of 165. Catch us when we do our preview for the next One Championship event, which is One Fight Night 19, Haggerty versus Lobo on Prime Video, which takes place February 16th. Good shit. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell to stay in touch. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot, Jedi. Let's do it again next time.
Cool, man.
Peace.